and pancakes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Surviving.
Yeah, how is quarantine hitting you or affecting you?
You know, I have my good days and bad days, but the past couple of days, the cat has been visiting my window in the living room, so I've been trying to make friends with it.
Oh, have you dubbed him a name?
I thought perhaps Decker, since he comes to my back deck.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, I am kind of, taking it day by day as well.
Yeah.
For this recording, I just want to mention I have a house full, so everyone's, of course, home. So if there's any background noises like Bob's Burgers or a 5-year-old or anything like that, just do your best to ignore that.
Such a good uncle.
I know. I think they went for a walk around the neighborhood, though, so we should be good for a few minutes anyway.
Nice.
But yeah, it's that's not the point of this call to talk about the quarantine. But I do want to just discuss it a little bit because everybody's being affected in different ways, and I think it's hard for me because I feel like there's this balancing act of, okay, I'm home, I should be very productive and getting a lot of stuff done, and then I'm hard on myself for not being productive. Like, you may notice I haven't got any videos on the channel in the last couple of weeks, and the other half of me is like, okay, but the world is going through trauma and shock, and so not being productive at this time is kind of understandable.
Yeah, totally. To shorten what you said, it has affected everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like worldwide. It's not just a regional thing. It's crazy, and
yeah, it's very uncharted territory. It's new for everybody.
Yeah. I
think people are affected in ways that they didn't anticipate, and maybe they're reacting in ways that they didn't expect to react, and that's just part of the craziness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the reason Karen, the bestie, and I are having a call today is not just to catch up and talk about the end of the world, but to discuss the Sims news that came out today. So, what do you know besides what I texted you or anything?
I know exactly what you texted me.
Okay, so why don't you tell me your story then?
Oh.
You're sitting at home, you're minding your own business, and then you get a text. Go.
Okay. So, I'm sitting at home, minding my own business, and I see I get a text message from Tim saying, "Did you hear the news?" And I said, "No." And Tim said there's going to be a new expansion pack, game pack, and stuff pack in the next 6 months. So we're going to have one of each in the next 6 months.
Wonderful.
To which I replied, "Is this 2019? Because that's deja vu."
Which I'm okay with.
I'm super stoked.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you later went on to watch any YouTubers or to read any articles or anything, so it sounds like no.
I did not.
Okay, so basically, Sim Guru Duke wrote a blog talking about what's going on, which honestly makes sense because they've been so quiet, leading up to the 20th birthday, through the 20th birthday, and now a month plus past the 20th birthday, it's been crickets from them, and that is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, you're right.
And so, it's kind of because when was the last pack released? Was it December for University? No, we got this Tiny Living, didn't we? When did that happen?
January? Yeah, we got that was shortly after University.
I think that was January. That was the very beginning of the year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me Google it real quick. I haven't really played with it very much, and so I think, for me, it feels like University was the last one. But no, it looks like January is when that one came through. So, here we are in April.
I must say, I've never been more afraid of a Murphy bed.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I still haven't put one in any of my builds. I'm terrified.
Yeah, So it's funny, I was watching a TV show. What was I watching? I don't remember if it was Bob's Burgers or The Good Wife or The Office. It sounds like something in The Office. So those are the shows that I've been kind of rotating through.
All vastly different.
Very different. But one of them referenced somebody dying from one of those wall beds, and I laughed.
Oh,
And so now I don't remember
gosh.
which show it was. Probably either Bob's Burgers or The Office, but
Yeah, that would be my guess.
I'm thinking it was The Office. But anyway, so yeah, I haven't really played it much. I haven't played the game much at all lately, actually. I really need to dust off the cobwebs and get it going. But there was, people were saying that they weren't able to load their games. Have you played it all lately, or?
No, I almost played today, but then I didn't.
Oh. Cool story, bro. Okay, well,
Thank you.
to get back on track, the Sim Guru Duke wrote an article or a blog post talking about what's going on, which, like I said, makes sense because they've been quiet forever. So there is a really cool render that says 6-month roadmap. Check out to see what's coming in The Sims 4. And then it just has like a timeline with no dates or anything. It's just like a timeline.
Does it
image.
tell us which one's going to get released first?
Good question. So, the way it's expressed through the image, it says there's 3 of them in a row, and the one on the far left says new expansion pack. The one in the middle says new stuff pack, and the one on the right says new game pack, which to me means those are the order they're being released in.
I would think so. This is a timeline that we learned about in elementary school.
Right. There was a YouTuber that had commented saying that they thought it was a different order, and I don't really know why. I wonder if it's because they listed it that way in the article. Now let me read to see if I can find it. We are currently hard at work on the new community-voted stuff pack. I know, of course we are. I can't tell you its name because we've not voted on that yet. But I saw the list of options last week, and I have no idea which one you all choose. I'm anxious to find out. That pack is really coming together, and it has been great having all of your input to help shape it. Wow, okay, I'm really editing this out. In addition to the stuff pack, we are also hard at work on our next expansion pack. I'm super excited about the theme the team has chosen. I think it will be a surprise to many of you. The team has also been hard at work on some new surprise additions that we plan to bring to the game over the summer. They are not massive changes, but they are pretty cool ones that I think will have a lot of fun. Another group on our team is currently focused on our next game pack. This pack is a major first for us, and we are super eager to share it with you all later this year. So do you have any first thoughts?
I am very excited because it sounds like they have stuff that we haven't seen in the 20 years that Sims has been around, is kind of what they're hinting at.
Yeah.
But then I'm also kind of cautious about not getting too excited because I feel like I've had this excitement before, and then
it was first person mode or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Well, and so the point that the Simmer YouTuber had made was that based on the article, they mentioned them in the voted stuff pack, the expansion pack, and game pack order. That being said, if that's the order we're getting them, I do not think that the stuff pack is the community voted one because with that logic, it would be the first one released, and we're certainly not going to get that in the next 2 months.
I don't think that... I know they don't talk about it in that order, in the article, or that they say the stuff pack first.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's probably because that's the one that everyone knows about.
Sure. Okay. So that makes sense.
So it's like, that's going to be in the front of all of our minds is, when are we going to get this stuff pack? Okay.
And then they say a game pack later this year, which 6 months from now is like October. So
yeah.
My anticipation is that we're going to get an expansion pack announced pretty soon. That's going to be the next one. That's going to be the biggie. Wasn't
that what they did last year, too, when they had this? It was expansion stuff game?
Yeah, it was Island Living, Moschino, and the Realm of Magic.
Yeah.
And so that makes sense.
Which, by the way, can I just add that those are 3 very different things.
They really are.
Last year in 6 months. So.
And I love that. I love that they were very different. They pieced different players. I liked all of them to a degree.
I do too. Yeah. I mean, there's aspects of all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one, let's just talk then, I guess, about expansion pack. If that's the first one, I'm super excited about the theme the team has chosen. I think it will be a surprise for many of you. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm trying to think of the theme, and it will surprise many of us.
Mm-hmm. I know that
So I
people
feel
want, like, horses for vanity.
yes.
But, you know, they want
Um,
farming, which I would love.
I actually would love farming as well. But I don't know if we... Well, I guess that would probably need an expansion pack.
Well, I was to say that could be a game pack, because we already have
I know,
gardening
that's
and
what I
stuff,
was
so that might be
thinking.
easy to do, like, a farming game pack.
I know, that's what I was thinking too, is that one might be more of a
Which I would
game
accept.
pack. But I mean, I feel like if it's going to surprise us, then it's something that... Because I know, like, the farm pack is pretty popular.
Right.
I've heard it from several different places.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it's going to surprise us...
It's not something we see coming.
It's not one that's going to be coming, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't even begin to imagine what it would be.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's something maybe, like, that was very popular in The Sims 2. Because, you know, everyone's like, oh, Sims 2, Sims 2.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something that was, like, everyone's been like, we need this back in The Sims 2, or from The Sims 2, and then they're adapting it to The Sims 4.
Yeah, or taking, like, a smaller idea and making a really big scale, like an expansion.
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, the IKEA stuff pack. Obviously, that was a stuff pack, but maybe if they can find some way to turn that into an expansion. I don't know how that would look. I'm not saying that's what I think it is. But I'm just trying to come up with an example of, you know, flipping the script on something we've done before.
Right, yeah. Well, I know, like, Generations was really popular, and that allowed, like, for memories and that sort of stuff. And
I want all the things. I want, like, a life experiences pack where we get, like, you know, prom and retirement, and I guess we have retirement, but, like, a bigger deal. Or, like, getting, I loved how in The Sims 2...
Prom.
I know. Well, I love how in The Sims 2, when someone would pass away, you'd get, like, an inheritance from them.
Right.
Just, I miss some of that stuff. So, like, if we could have, like, a life...
But they could retire in The Sims 2.
Yeah. But and we can also retire in The Sims 4, but just nothing really happens. You just get a pension.
Oh. I never played that long with a single family, I guess.
Yeah. Elders can retire. It's an option when you go to your careers. You can either quit career or change career. Retire is an option for elders.
Oh.
Yay, you learned something new.
I guess I need to play with an elder.
I know. Well, what about a stuff pack then? It sounds like you're pretty certain that the stuff pack they're going to give us is the community stuff pack.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
I guess it makes sense.
I'm guessing they'll be like, maybe in like 4 months or something.
Okay. Because that would be 2 for the year, because we got the Tiny Living in January, so if there's another one in like 4 months.
Again, 2 very different stuff packs.
So this is April, going back to the expansion pack real quick, this is April, so within, like, June is still like April, May, June, that's like 2 to 3 months away. Do you think they would wait till June to announce it, or do you think we might get it in May this year?
I'm really hoping that we get it in May, because I think we all need it.
Yes. So then, you know, because then a month or 2 after that would be like July, August, which would be the timing for the stuff pack, which I guess you're right. If we vote in the next couple of weeks about a title, that gives them a few months to finish it up, and a stuff pack's probably not as involved. Now, I wasn't playing The Sims years ago when they had, because we've had like 15 stuff packs, so in theory, there have been years where we've gotten more than 2, obviously.
Yeah, I can definitely see them giving us 3 stuff packs in 1 year.
I would love that. I am in the minority that I love stuff packs, and I know there's a lot of hate for them, and maybe that's because I didn't play for the first couple of years, and maybe I just didn't get tired of them the way everyone else did, but I'll take any content they want to give me.
Oh, yes, I agree. I mean, I played Sims 4 as soon as it came out.
It's more likely that the stuff pack is going to be the community voted one, but I really, really hope that if that was the case, they would have mentioned that more specifically, and that this is like a hint or something that we're getting another one.
Yeah, that's true, because they maybe are saying that so that we all assume it's the community voted one, and then maybe it's a different one. Yeah. And that will be part of the fun surprise.
Yeah, it's probably not, but I really want it to be. I really want it to be.
Agree.
After what they did on their 20th birthday. Okay, that's the last time I'll bring it up. Today. And then the game packs, so something that they've never done, it sounds like in Sims, so in 20 years, something that's brand new. So I can't even begin to imagine what that would be.
Oh my gosh. I know. I'm wondering if that one Maybe that one that potentially could be the farming pack because they haven't had farms.
Well,
before.
didn't they in Sims 3? I thought I haven't played, but they had horses and farms in Sims 3, didn't they?
No, it was in the pets. They had horses.
Oh.
Which I must say, I miss having the horses as well.
Yeah.
I always had a horse, even if it was the tiniest little backyard, because I love horses in real life, and that was the only way I could ever have them.
A tiny little backyard, that's funny.
Gosh, yeah, I don't think it'll be like a supernatural style one.
Unless...
They don't release those very often.
No.
So, and with Realm of Magic being released last year, I think it might be a little too soon.
Sure, to do another one.
What could it be?
I will say, though, if we think back to the original voting for what theme we wanted for community voting stuff pack, like, there was a lot of people that really wanted that, like, macabre style, like, you can be the Grim Reaper, and was it, like, something haunts? Something, Happy Haunts or something?
Yeah, because that was where they were thinking of adding the Ghost Hunter thing.
Right.
And we both voted that one pretty high, I think.
I think it was my number 2.
I think it was mine as well.
And I think a lot of people, it was either their first or second. And so I really hope that maybe they saw that and were like, oh, well, let's do something with this. And so potentially doing like a really kind of like Addams Family style, creepy, crawly, more than what we've done in the past, where we just got like jack-o'-lanterns pack would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to see what that would entail, but...
Yeah.
Do you know what I would love?
What?
It was like a stuff pack that wasn't really stuff. It was just like 10 different careers.
Ugh, I would die for that.
Yeah.
And I don't even need them to be like, you know, active careers. Just give me the pop-ups that I can send them down a rabbit hole and, you know, they can be an architect or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, because that's one thing I guess the variety in careers is where I kind of get a little me.
Yeah.
Although we have a lot, and I love that they made part-time careers available to everyone.
Yes.
Because then I had a mod in to do that.
Oh, I see.
Well, because it's like when I had like a stay-at-home mom, when the kids were old enough to go off to school, then she would work part-time and be home. You know, she'd be home to see them off to school and home to get them off the bus.
Like, I really miss the slacker career when they could be like a gas station attendant or a waitress at a divey restaurant. That kind of stuff.
But yeah, I would love I would definitely pay for a pack of just a bunch of different careers.
Absolutely. Are you excited? Do you think this post is like rejuvenating the community?
I really hope so. Like, it makes me, you know, in this time where I like, not to bring it back to the quarantine, in this time where I have like good days and bad days, and I think this goes for most people. You know, it gives me something to look forward to and play The Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, what does Dumbledore say? In the darkest of times, you must look
towards the light or something. Oh, I don't remember.
I feel like maybe that. So the dark light Dumbledore quote, insert it here.
Okay, and it's about The Sims.
And The Sims is the light.
And The Sims is the light. Yes.
I'm sure that's what Dumbledore meant.
I'm sure that's what he meant, obviously. Yes. I hope it's sooner than later. I mean, honestly, I would love it in April because January to May is kind of a long time without a pack. Like, usually we get something every 2 to 3 months.
What if they announce it on my birthday?
When is that, Karen? The Bestie?
That's next Tuesday. Because they announce things on Tuesdays.
That would be an amazing birthday present for Karen the Bestie.
Yes. Last year it was the season premiere of Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's also a good gift.
That was a very good gift.
I mean, the season wasn't, but the episode was.
Not the season as a whole, but just that one episode.
Yeah. Should we tease speaking of Game of Thrones and medieval times, should we tease a project that we are going to be bringing to the channel?
Oh, yes.
So, talk about it.
So it's not The Sims Medieval. It is called...
Do you not remember? You need me to insert it?
Yeah.
Well, I think that I will not say what it is, but
Okay. Well, I can talk about it.
Yeah, I
just don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I think that can be a surprise. It's one of my favorite games, aside from The Sims. Like, these are the two games that I play. And one of them, and this one I haven't played in a long time, but I want to share it with Karen.
The most recent Sims game I've been playing is The Sims Medieval, which I think I got on because of Bella.
Yes.
Pretty sure. And so, because I've been liking that and enjoying that the last few months, Tim told me about this game, and he thought that it would be something that I would enjoy.
So, any final thoughts?
No, I think we kind of covered it. I'm very bad at speculation,
right.
So most of my ideas that I've said today have been what other people have said. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for your time tonight, and enjoy the rest of your quarantine, your quarantine. How about you do the sign-off again?
And that's a stack.
Perfect.